Hi, everyone. This is Ann behind the camera, and we're looking at Julie Madlin. And we want to start a new feature today called Throwback Thursday. And we're going to feature today this amazing scrapbook that we have here. It has sparked all kinds of interest from people who come in because you never really know what you're going to find.
No.
Although there does seem to be something of a theme here along the lines of births, deaths,
obituaries,
birthdays, just other things of interest that happen.
Yes.
And so we were flipping through this as you can.
As we do.
Yeah, as we do. And we came across something fascinating.
Yes, this is really fun.
Okay, tell us more about it, Julie.
So if you like a good mystery, and both Ann and I do. So this is a story about diamonds, diamond rings that were stolen from an apartment here in Ogdensburg. This happened in March of 1935. And it tells us that this woman, her name was Mrs. Margaret Daly Smith, had 2 diamond rings. And those rings were stolen from her apartment. And we looked up how much these rings would be worth. They said they were worth $3,500 in 1935.
Total.
So we did a little math here. Well, actually, we really didn't. We looked it up.
Those handy calculators.
Yeah, you got to love that. And so, Ann, what did we decide? One of them was worth $46,000
Yes.
in today's dollars.
Yep.
And so if we add both of them up, it was $86,000.
$86,000.
So 2 rings worth $86,000 in today's money were taken from this apartment. Now, the apartment was located where the ARC is today, on State Street.
Or the old AMP, I
Old
think.
AMP, yes.
Yep.
So
next
there
to the
was
Clark Mansion.
There was a house there. It was
Yeah.
an apartment. There were apartments in it. And apparently a doctor had an office on the bottom floor, and Mrs. Smith and her children lived in the upper floor. So she had gone to a tea and had apparently worn the rings then.
Yes.
And then after that, they disappeared.
Yep. Hadn't seen it for
Had
a
not
week or
seen 'em.
something like that.
Yes,
And when she
yes.
went to find them, she immediately called the chief of police when
Yes.
they weren't there.
Yes.
Now, this is where the story gets very interesting.
Yes.
Because there was someone in the house at a certain time who could attest to the fact that no one had been in the apartment.
Right.
Who was that?
That was her son, Sydney. And Sydney was homesick.
Ah,
Okay, so I'm thinking Sydney must have been a teenager,
okay.
maybe, because he was alone there. And he said nobody came into the house while he was there, while he was homesick. And so we've got it narrowed down between Thursday and Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay, so who got in there? And why didn't they take anything else?
Yes, they tell us that nothing else was disturbed, in fact.
No, nothing else is disturbed. Did someone know? Did someone see her with the rings on and maybe wanted those rings? And they did not have an insurance policy on them.
Yes.
There was an insurance policy and it was discontinued some time ago.
Okay.
So no insurance.
Did somebody know that, do you think?
I don't know.
That it had run out?
Maybe.
So poor Mrs. Margaret Daly Smith is now what? Out a lot of money.
A lot of money. And she said that these were heirlooms.
Heirlooms.
So they have been left to her.
Aw.
Which is really sad.
That is sad.
Yes. Both were set in platinum. And the larger of the 2 diamonds was surrounded by smaller stones. I don't know what the other ring looked like. They don't tell us that. But they said it would have been pretty easy to actually get into the building because of the doctor's offices, professional men's offices on the first floor. So anybody could go into this building.
Okay.
And all they would have to do is go up the stairs to the apartment.
But how would they know exactly where she had them kept?
That's my question. So
Yeah.
somebody was familiar with the apartment and where she kept those rings. So I don't know if she had maybe a cleaning person that came
Oh,
in.
the cleaning person?
I don't know.
I'm wondering about Sydney.
I don't know. Or maybe a friend of
Could
the
be.
family. Or
I mean, because Sydney did say that no one came in while he was there.
that's true.
So was he being, just super truthful, or was that a way to throw people off the scent?
Or was Sydney so sick that he slept through?
That's a possibility,
If
isn't
you're
it?
running a fever or something, you might be really sick and
Yeah.
just sleep through it. And if somebody knew what they were looking for, they could come right in and you might not hear them.
Sydney's off the hook, maybe.
Maybe Sydney's off the hook. I don't know. But this is a mystery.
It is a mystery.
It's a mystery.
So, Julie, what do you think the odds are that we're going to find somehow in that book the solution to that mystery?
Well, we're going to be doing a lot of reading.
That's right.
I don't know if the audience can see it, but it's a pretty thick book.
Yes, very, very thick. And I don't know if you can see this too, but this is the virtue of recycling.
Yes.
Because it looks like this book used to be like a ledger.
It was a ledger, yes.
And then this person just started pasting
They just recycled
all kinds of stuff into it.
which I would have never thought to do, but this is what they did. It's really amazing.
It is
really
amazing.
So I don't know if we keep flipping and we find the solution.
Yeah.
I have a feeling she never saw those rings again.
Aw.
I just have that feeling. But
Well, if anybody knows anything about Mrs. Margaret Daly Smith and those rings,
and her rings,
let us know in the
yes,
comments.
we would love to know. I'm dying to know now.
Me too. Me too. We're going to put that big old scrapbook to some good use here.
That's right. So welcome to our new feature, Throwback Thursday.
All right. Well, thanks, Julie. Can't wait to find out what's in store for next week.
That's right. Well, it'll be from here.
Okay. Take care.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.